Okay. Um. Hello, everyone. Um. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a good week. I did pretty good. Okay. And like I said, when I shared the flyer, that today I'll be doing something different. I'm going to start off after I read Gary's poem. I'm going to read three short poems of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and then I'll go on to the raffle drawing. Then I'll read Shakespeare's plays. Okay. First, I'm going to read Money Has Spoiled by Gary H. Snyder. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told out of passion. To use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. Um, First poem I'm going to read of Elizabeth Barrett Browning is The Bereavement. Bereavement by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. When some beloveds, neath whose eyelids lay the sweet lights of my childhood, one by one, did leave me dark before the natural sun, and I astonished fell, and could not pray. A thought within me to myself did say, Is God that thou art left done? Right, worth a blessing in this sackcloth spun, as in that purple? But I answered, Nay, what shall his filial heart in words can loose? If he behold his tender father raise the hand that chafed him sorely, can he choose but sob in silence with an upward gaze? And my great Father, thinking fit to bruise, discerns in speechless tears both prayer and praise. The end. And that was The Bereavement by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Um, okay. The next one, The Best Thing in the World by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. What's the best thing in the world? June rose by May dew impearled, sweet south wind. Oh no. Okay. Can anybody still hear me? Look like I froze up again. Um And my camera is working. It shows green and it's working, so I don't understand what is going on. I think it's StreamYard. I know I have bad weather out there. Can anybody let me know? Okay. Okay. What's the best thing in the world? June rose by May dew imperial, sweet south wind that means no rain, truth not cruel to a friend. Pleasure not in haste to end, beauty not self-decked and curled till its pride is overplain, light that never makes you wink, memory that gives no pain, love when so you're loved again. What's the best thing in the world? Something out of it, I think. The end. Oh, this is getting frustrating because I froze again. I barely started, and I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Okay. Can you all hear me? Mm. Um, can you all hear me? Okay. And my camera is working because it is green. Web camera is working. I think it is StreamYard. Ever since they sold out, StreamYard's been bought out. I've been having a lot of problems, and they're not even helping me like they used to when the co-owners was there, Gage and Dan. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me still. Nobody's answering, so I presume you're hearing me. Okay. Um. Okay, we do gotta come. Hello, Kim. Love you too. Okay, welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay, the next poem is A Child's Thought of God. That'll be the third one. A Child's Thought of God by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. Hello, Dickie. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you, Dickie. Love you. Okay. A Child's Thought of God by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. They say that God lives very high, but if you look above the pines, you cannot see our God. And why? And if you dig down in the mines, you never see him in the gold, though from him all that glory shines. God is so good, he wears a fold of heaven and earth across his face, like secrets kept for love untold. But still, I feel that his embrace slides down by thrills through all things made, through sight and sound of every place, as if my tender mother laid on my shut lids her kisses pressure, half wakened me at night and said, "Who kissed you through the dark, dear guesser?" The end. That was a poem called Child's Thought of God by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. And before I imagine y'all could hear me. So nobody said anything, so we're gonna do I don't know if y'all gonna see this. Oh, y'all can see this, can't you? Okay, I will be doing the drawing and okay, what I do with here it is. Okay, and the drawing is I want to live, an examination of black and white issues writers by Writers for Humanity, and my poem is in the book. One of my poems, and my poem in here is um. I'll read it to y'all before we start. My poem is on page 56. Stand Up. I'll read it before I start the drawing. Stand Up by Noreen Snyder. Let's stop the hatred and violence against black men, black women, and black children. Let them live in peace and harmony. It's a government that don't want us to be united. They want us all to be divided. The government wants to destroy, get rid of the blacks. But why? What have they done wrong? Nothing in my book. Let's put a stop to that. Let's all get along. We all want the same thing in life, to love and to be loved. Family, friends, education, job, and to help others, to live in happiness, peace, and harmony. We need to stand together, be united as one, as a community, and let the government know we won't put up with their bullying the blacks. They have all the rights as human beings. So let's stand together and show them who we really are made of. Are you with me? I can't hear you. Louder. Are you with me? Come on, stand up and let every single person live in peace, harmony, and happiness. The end. And that was my poem, Stand Up. And that's in on page 56 in the book I Want to Live. And this is going to go up for the drawing. This will be in the drawing. Oh, y'all won't be able to see this. I forgot. I still froze. Okay. Okay, we have okay, okay, 2. There's only oh, draw. There's only 2. Okay. Dickie, the winner is Richard Huggindobler. Congratulations on the examination of black and white issues by Writers for Humanity. Congratulations. I was hoping to be about more people, but I guess not everybody can come. But like I said, I have to do it before you can't hear me, period, because it's been going on too long. Okay, now, okay. Let me see, okay. Congratulations, Richard Huggindobler. Okay. And, okay, now, I'm going to be reading, okay. And next Saturday will be another drawing too. And that'll be the first Saturday in August. So, okay. Let me get me a sip of water. I hope I can finish this. And okay. Hope I can finish this today. Okay. We're on okay, I'm going to be reading from the complete works of William Shakespeare, Volume 1. And we're on I'm reading from King Henry VI, Part 2, um, Act 4, and scene 10. And we should I'm hoping to finish it up today if nothing goes wrong. Okay. Okay. Scene 10. Kent. Iden's garden. Enter Cade. Cade. Fie on ambition, fie on myself, that have a sword, and yet am ready to famish. These 5 days have I bid me in those woods, and durst not peep out, for all the country is laid for me. But now am I so hungry that I might have a lease of my life for 1,000 years. I could stay no longer. Wherefore, on a brick wall have I climbed into this garden to see if I can eat grass or pick a salad. Another while, which is not which is not, and I think the word solid was born to do me good. For many a time before a salad, my brain pan had been cleft with a brown bill, and many a time when I have been dry and bravely marching, it has served me instead of a quart pot to drink in, and now the word salad must serve me to feed on. Enter Iden. Iden. Lord, who would live turmoiled in the court, and may enjoy such quiet walks as these? This small inheritance my father left me, contented me, and worth a monarchy. I seek not to wax great by others' waning, or gather wealth. I care not with what envy. Suffices that I have maintained my state, and send the poor well pleased from my gate. Cade. Here's the lord of the soil come to seize me for a stray, for entering his fee simple without leave. Ah, villain, thou wilt betray me, and get 1,000 crowns of the king by carrying my head to him. But I'll make thee eat iron like an ostrich, and swallow my sword like a great pen, ere thou and I part. Iden, why, rude companion, whatsoever thou be, I know thee not. Why then should I betray thee? Is it not enough to break into my garden, and like a thief to come to rob my grounds, climbing my walls in spite of me, the owner? But thou wilt brave me with the same terma, saucy terms, Cade. Brave thee, by the blood that ever was broached, and beard thee too. Look on me well. I have eaten no meat these 5 days, yet come thou and thy 5 men, and if I do not leave you all as dead as a doornail, I pray God I may never eat grass more. Iden, nay, it shall. Okay, um, hello, Constantine. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. Um, it is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay, okay. And let me know if you want. Okay. And Constantine said hi. Yeah. Hello, Constantine. Okay. And let me know right now. I am froze, but as long as you can hear me, and let me know when y'all can't hear me, because I don't know what is going on. I've been having so much problems. Um, I've been having so many problems with this ever since StreamYard been bought out. I've been having a lot of problems. So, and I've even bought a new camera. I mean, a webcam, and my webcam is working. So I think it's StreamYard because my webcam here shows green. So okay, okay. And Colleen said I can hear your wonderful voice. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Till I can figure this out, I guess I have to do right now because it was working right away at first, and then it froze again. It's been doing that, and I know my web camera embedded in the laptop, it stopped working. It won't open up no more. So that's why I had to buy a new webcam. But it is working because it's so green, and I think it's a StreamYard. Okay, 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 okay. Enter I. Wait. Okay. Cade. Brave thee, by the best blood that ever was broached, and beard thee too. Look on me well. I have eaten no meat these 5 days. Yet come thou and thy 5 men, and if I do not leave you all as dead as a doornail, I pray God I may never eat grass more. Iden, nay, it shall never be said while England stands that Alexander Iden, an esquire of Kent, took odds to combat a poor famished man. Oppose thy steadfast gazing eyes to mine. See if thou canst outface me with thy looks. Sit limb to limb, and thou art far the lesser. Thy hand is but a finger to my fist, thy leg a stick compared with this truncheon. My foot shall fight with all the strength thou hast, and if mine arm be heaved in the air, thy grave is digged already in the earth. As for words whose greatness answers words, let this my sword report what speech for theirs. Cade. By nay Baylor, by my Baylor, the most complete champion that ever I heard. Still, if thou turn the edge, or cut not out the birdie boned clown and shines of beef, ere thou sleep in thy sheath, I beseech God on my knees, thou mayest be turned to hobnails. Here they fight, Cade falls. Oh, I am slain! Celene and no other hath slain me. Let 10,000 devils come against me, and give me but the 10 meals I have lost, and I'll defy them all. Whether garden, and be henceforth a burying place to all that do dwell in his house. Because the unconquered soul of Cade is fled. Iden, isn't it Cade that I have slain, that monstrous traitor? Swore thee for this thy deed, and hang thee over my tomb when I am dead. Never shall this blood be wiped from thy point, but thou shalt wear it as a hero's coat, to emblaze honor that thy master got. Cade. Iden, farewell, and be proud of thy victory. Tell Kent from me, she hath lost her best man, and exhort all the world to be cowards. For I that never feared any, am vanquished by Benin, not by Baylor, dies. Iden, how much thou wrongest me, heaven be my judge. Die again, rich, the curse of her that bare thee. And as I thrust thy body in with my sword, so wish I might thrust thy soul to hell. will I drag thee headlong by the heels onto a dunghill, which shall be thy grave, and there cut off thy most ungracious head, which I will bear in triumph to the king, leaving thy trunk for crows to feed upon. Exit. And that was the end of Act 4, Scene 10. Okay. Okay. And okay, now Act 5, Scene 1. Okay. Fields between Dartford, and Blackheath. Enter York and his army of Irish with drum and colours. York. From Ireland thus comes York to claim his right, and pluck the crown from feeble Henry's head. Ring bells aloud, burn bonfires clear and bright, to entertain great England's lawful king. Ah, Sancta Majestas, who would not buy thee dear, let them obey that know not how to rule. This hand was made to handle naught but gold. I cannot give due action to my words, except a sword or sceptre balance it. A sceptre shall it have I up so, on which I'll toss the flower de luce of France. Enter Buckingham. Whom have ye here? Buckingham to disturb me? The king hath sent me, sure. I must dissemble. Buck. York, if thou meanest well, I greet thee well. York. Humphrey of Buckingham, I accept thy greeting. Art thou a messenger or come of pleasure? Buckingham. A messenger from Henry, our dread liege, to know the reason of these arms in peace, or why thou, being a subject as I am, against thy oath and true allegiance sworn, should raise so great a power without his leave. Or dare to bring thy fit force so near the court. York aside. Scarce can I speak, my choler is so great. Oh, I could hew up rocks and fight with flint. I am so angry at these abject terms. And now, like Ajax Telamonius, on sheep or oxen could I spin my fury. I am far better born than is a king, more like a king, more kingly in my thoughts. But I must make fair weather yet a while, till Henry be more weak, and I more strong. Buckingham, I prithee, pardon me, that I have given no answer all this while. My mind was troubled with deep melancholy. The cause why I have brought this army hither is to remove proud Somerset from the king, seditious to his grace and to the state. Buckingham, that is too much presumption on thy part. But if thy arms be to no other end, the king hath yielded unto thy demand. The Duke of Somerset is in the Tower. York, upon thine honour is he a prisoner? Buckingham, upon mine honour he is a prisoner. York, then Buckingham, I do dismiss my powers. Soldiers, I thank you all. Disperse yourselves. Meet me tomorrow in St. George's Field. You shall have pay and everything you wish. And let my sovereign, virtuous Henry, command my eldest son, nay, all my sons, as pledges of my fealty. Send them all as willing as I live. Lands, goods, horse, armor, anything I have is his to use. So Somerset may die. Buckingham, York, I commend this kind submission. We twain will go into his highness' tent. Enter king and attendants. King, Buckingham, doth York tend no harm to us, that thus he marches with thee arm in arm? York, and all submission and humility. York, doth present himself unto your highness? King, then what intend those forces thou dost living? York, to heave the traitor Somerset from hence, and fight against that monstrous rebel Cade, who since I heard to be discomfited. Enter Iden with Cade's head. Iden, if one so rude and of so mean condition may pass into the presence of a king, lo, I present your grace a traitor's head, the head of Cade, whom in combat slew. King, the head of Cade? Great God, how just art thou! Oh, let me view his visage being dead, that living wrought me such exceeding trouble. Tell me, my friend, art thou the man that slew him? Iden, I was, ain't like your majesty. King, how art thou called, and what is thy degree? Iden, Alexander Iden, that's my name. A poor esquire of Kent, that loves his king. Buckingham, so please it you, my lord, fear not amiss. He were created knight for his good service. King, Iden, kneel down. He kneels. Rise up, a knight. We give thee for reward 1,000 marks, and will that thou henceforth attend on us. Iden, may Iden live to merit such a bounty, and never live but true unto his liege. Rises. Enter Queen and Somerset. King, see Buckingham. Somerset comes with the Queen. Go, bid her hide him quickly from the Duke. Queen, for 1,000 Yorks he shall not hide his head, but boldly stand and front him to his face. York, how now, is Somerset at liberty? Then, York, unloose thy long imprisoned thoughts, and let my tongue be equal with thy heart. Shall I endure the sight of Somerset? False king, why hast thou broken faith with me, knowing how hardly I can brook abuse? King, did I cost thee? No, thou art not king, not fit to govern and rule multitudes, which darest not, no, nor canst not rule a traitor. That head of thine doth not become a crown. Thy hand is made to grasp a palmer's staff, and not to grace an awful princely sceptre. That gold must round engirt these brows of mine, who smile and frown like to Archelaus' spear, is able with the chains to kill and cheer. Here is a hand to hold the sceptre up, and with the same to act controlling laws. Give place, by heaven, thou shalt rule no more over him whom heaven created for thy ruler. Somerset, O monstrous traitor, I arrest thee, York, of capital treason against the king and queen. The king and crown, obey, audacious traitor, kneel for grace. York, wouldst have me kneel? First, let me ask of these, if they can brook I vow a knee to man. Sarah, call in my son to be my bell. Exit attendant. I know, ere they will have me go to wars, palm their swords for my enfranchisement. Queen, Call Heather Clifford, bid him come amain, to say if that the bastard boys of York shall be the surety for their traitor father. Exit Buckingham. York. O blood besotted Neapolitan outcast of Naples, England's bloody scourge, the sons of York, by betters in their birth, shall be their father's bell, and not vain to those that for any surety will refuse the boys. Enter Edward and Richard. See where they come. I'll warrant they'll make it good. Um, and okay, and go. Oh, we have a comment, and Gloria Navarro said, "Have a nice day, ma'am." Hello, Gloria, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night. And you have a nice day too. And it's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Enter Ode Clifford and his son, Queen. And here comes Clifford to deny their bell. Clifford, health and all happiness to my lord the king. Kneels. York, I thank thee, Clifford. Say, what news with thee? Nay, do not fright us with an angry look. We are thy sovereign, Clifford. Kneel again, for thy mistaking. So we pardon thee. Clifford, this is my king, York. I do not mistake. But thou mistakest me much to think I do. To Bedlam with him is a man grown mad. King, Clifford, a Bedlam and ambitious humor makes him oppose himself against his king. Clifford, he is a traitor. Let him to the tower and chop away that factious pate of his. Queen, he is arrested but will not obey. His sons, he says, so give their words for him. York, will you not, sons? Edward, noble father, if our words will serve. Richard, and if words will not, then our weapons shall. Clifford, why, what a brood of traitors have we here. York, look in a glass, and all thy image so. I am thy king, and thou a false heart traitor. Call hither to the stake my two brave bars, bears, that with the very shaking of their chains they may astonish these fell-lurking curds. But bid Salisbury and Warwick come to me. Enter the world's Earls of Warwick and Salisbury. Clifford, are these thy bears? We'll bait thy bears to death, and manacle the bear ward in their chains, if thou darest bring them to the baiting place. Richard, oft have I seen a hot overweening cur run back and bite because he was withhold, who, being suffered with the bear's fell paw, hath clapped his tail between his legs and cried, and such a piece of service will you do, if you oppose yourself to match Lord Warwick. Clifford, hence, heap of wrath, thou indigested lump, as crooked in thy manners as thy shape. York, nay, we shall beat you anon. Clifford, take heed, lest by your heat you burn yourselves. King, why, Warwick, Hath thy me forgotten thou? O Salisbury, shame to thy silver hair, thou mad misleader of thy brain's sick son! What wilt thou on thy deathbed play the ruffian, and seek for sorrow with thy spectacles? Oh, where is faith? Oh, where is loyalty? If it be vanished from the frosty head, where shall it find a harbor in the earth? Wilt thou go dig a grave to find out war, and shame thine honorable age with blood? Why art thou old, and wants experience? Or wherefore dost abuse it, if thou hast it? For shame, in duty bend thy knee to me, that bows unto the grave with mickle age. Salisbury, my lord, I have considered with myself the title of this most renowned duke, and in my conscience do repute his grace the rightful heir to England's royal seat set. King, hast thou not sworn allegiance unto me? Salisbury, I have. King, canst thou dispense with heaven for such an oath? Salisbury, it is great and to swear unto a sin, but greater sin to keep a sinful oath. Who can be bound by any solemn vow to do a murderous deed, to rob a man, to force a spotless virgin's chastity, to crave the orphan of his patrimony, to wring the widow from her custom right, and have no other reason for this wrong but that he was bound by a solemn oath? Queen, a subtle traitor needs no sophister. King, call Buckingham and bid him arm himself. York, call Buckingham and all the friends thou hast. I am resolved for death or dignity. Mm, okay. Um, Clifford, the first I warrant thee, if dreams prove true, Warlock, were you were best to go to bed and dream again, to keep thee from the tempest of the field. Clifford, I am resolved to bear a greater storm than any thou canst conjure up today, and that I will ride upon thy burgonet. Might I but know thee by thy household badge, Warwick. Now by any my father's badge, owed Nebel's crest, the rampant bear chained to the ragged staff. This day I'll wear aloft my burgonet, as on a mountain top the cedar shows, that keeps his leaves in spite of any storm, even to affright thee with a view thereof, Clifford. And from thy burgonet I'll rend thy bear, and tread it under foot with all contempt, despite the bare wars that protects the bear, Clifford. And so to arms, victorious father, to quell the rebels in their compliances. Richard, by charity, for shame, speak not in spite, for you shall sup with Jesus Christ tonight. Clifford, thou sigmatic, that's more than thou canst tell. Richard, if not in heaven, you'll surely sup in hell. Exit severally. That was the end of scene one. Okay. Let me okay. Okay. Mm, mm, uh, mm, Okay. Um, Hello, Max Lynette, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Now we're on scene two. Wait, Act 5, Scene 2. St. Albans. Alardium, alarmist to the battle. Enter Warwick. Um, Warwick Clifford of Cumberland. 'Tis Warwick called, and if thou dost not hide me from the bear. Now, when the angry trumpet sounds alarm, and dead ice do fill the empty air, Clifford, I say, come forth and fight with me. Proud northern lord, Clifford of Cumberland, Warwick is hoarse with calling thee to arms. Enter York. How now, my noble lord? What, all afoot? York. The deadly-handed Clifford slew my steed, but match to match. I have encountered him, and made a prey for certain for carrion kites and crows, even of the bonny beast to be loved so well. Enter old Clifford, Warwick. A wonder of both of us the time is come. York. Hold, Warwick, seek thee out some other chase, for I myself must hunt this deer to death. Warwick. Then nobly, York, 'tis for a crown thou fightest, as I attend, Clifford, to strive today. It grieves my soul to leave thee on the cell. Exit. Clifford. What seest thou in me, York? Why dost thou pause, York? With thy brave bearing should I be in love, but thou art so fast mine enemy. Clifford. Nor should thy prowess want praise and esteem, but that 'tis shown ignobly and in treason, York. So let it help me now against thy sword, as I in justice and the true right express it. Clifford. My soul and body on the action both, York. A dreadful lay. Address thee instantly. They fight, and Clifford fells. Clifford. Law fiend Coron less Corridus dies. York. Thus war hath given thee peace, for thou art still. Peace with his soul, heaven, if it be thy will. Exit. Okay. Enter young Clifford. Young Clifford. Shame and confusion, all is on the rout. Fear frames disorder, and disorder wounds where it should guard. O wars, thou son of hell, whom angry heavens do make their minister, throw in the frozen bosoms of our parts. Her codes of vengeance let no soldier buy. He that is truly dedicated to war hath no self-love, nor he that loves himself hath not essentially but by circumstance the name of Baylor, seeing his dead father. Oh, let the vile world end, and the premise flames of the last day knit earth and heaven together. Now let the general trumpet blow his blast, particularities and petty sounds, to cease. Father, to lose thy youth in peace, and to sheathe the silver livery of advised age, and in thy reverence in thy shared days, thou to die in ruffian battle. Even at this sight, my heart is turned to stone, and while 'tis mine, it shall be stony. York, not our old men stairs. No more will I their babes' tears virginal shall be to me, even as the dew to fire, and beauty that the tyrant oft reclaims, shall to my flaming wrath be oil and flax. Henceforth I will not have to do with pity. Need I an infant of the house of York? Into as many goblets will I cut it, as wild Medea young Absirus did. In cruelty will I seek out my fame. Come, thou new ruin of old Clipper's house, as did Aeneas old in Cytus there. So bear I thee upon my manly shoulders. But then Enos bare a living load, nothing so heavy as these woes of mine. Exit, bearing off his father Somerset's Richard, hide out there, for underneath an ale-house's paltry sign, the castle in St. Albans, Somerset, hath made the wizard famous in his death. Sword held by temper, hearts be wrathful still, priests pray for enemies, but princes kill. Exit, fight, excursions, enter king, queen, and others. Queen. Away, my lord, you are slow, for shame, away. King. Can we outrun the heavens? Good Margaret, stay. Queen. What are you made of? You'll nor fight nor fly, nor is it manhood, wisdom, and defense, to give the enemy way, and to secure us by what we care, which can no more but fly. Alarum afar off. If you be taken, we then to see the bottom of all our fortunes. But if we have escaped, as well we may, if not through your neglect, we shall to Lawdon get, where you are loved, and where this breach now in our fortunes made may readily be stopped. Re-enter young Clifford. But that my heart's on future mischief set, I will speak blasphemy ere bid you fly, but fly you must. Uncurable discomfit reigns in the hearts of all our present parts. Away for your relief, and we will live to see their day, and then our fortune give. Away, my lord, away. Exit. Scene 3. Fields near St. Albans. Alarum, retreat. Enter York, Richard, Warwick, and soldiers with drum and collars. York. Of Salisbury, who can report of him, that winter lion, who in rage forgets age, contusions, and all brush of time, and like a gallant in the brow of youth, repairs him with occasion. This happy day is not itself, nor have we won one foot. If Salisbury be lost, Richard, my noble father, 3 times today I help him to his horse. 3 times best rid him. Thrice I led him off, persuaded him from any further act. But still, where danger was, still there I met him, and like rich hangings in a homely house, so was his will and his old feeble body. But noble as he is, look where he comes. Enter Salisbury. Salisbury, now, by my sword, well hast thou fought today. By the Nas. So did we all. I thank you, Richard. God knows how long it is I have to live, and it hath pleased him 3 times today You have defended me from imminent death. Well, lords, we have not got that which we have. 'Tis not enough. Our foes are this time fled. Being obstinate of such repairing nature, York, I know our safety is to follow them. For as I hear, the king is fled to London, to call a present court of parliament. Let us pursue him ere the writs go forth. What says Lord Warwick? Shall we offer them? Warwick, after them, nay, before them, if we can. Now by my faith, lords, 'twas a glorious day. St. Albion's battle won by famous York, till he be eternized in all age to come. Sound dreams and trumpets, and to London all, and more such days as these to us befall. The end. And that was the end of the play of King Henry VI, Part 2, by William Shakespeare. So next Saturday, we'll start with the next play, and the next play is King Henry VI, Part 3. And that was written about in 1591 and 92. Okay. Okay, and today's poetic form is Trolan, Trolaan. Okay, and I found this on shadowpoetry.com. Okay. And Trolan is invented by Valerie Peterson Brown. It is a poem consisting of 4 quatrains. Each quatrain begins with the same letter. Starting with the second stanza, you use the second letter of the first line of the first stanza to write the second stanza, each line beginning with that letter. On the third stanza, you will use the second letter on the first line of the second stanza and write the third stanza with each line beginning with that letter. On the fourth stanza, you will use the second letter on the first line of the third stanza and write the fourth stanza, each line beginning with that letter. And the rhyme scheme is ABAB. And it don't have anything about any topic, so I imagine you can write on any topics. Okay. 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 And that was the end of that Trolan. Trolaan. Okay. Has anybody ever wrote a poem using the Trolan poetic form? I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds very interesting. And it sounds like it would be hard, kind of hard. Okay. Okay. And the word for today is tellurian. 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 And I have found this word on wordgenius.com. And tellurian is an adjective. Origin is Latin and a mid-19th century. Definition is of or inhabiting the earth. Example in a sentence. 1. The Sci-Fi series featured only Tellurian species. second sentence. The Tellurian beauty of the earth from space is indescribable. And that was the end of Tellurian. Okay. Okay. Somebody's getting bad out there. It was raining, and I was hoping we get finished before getting really bad. Okay. Okay. And earlier, before I started reading Shakespeare, I did the raffle drawing, and Richard Huggins won the raffle drawing. And I thought, well, if I did at the beginning of the show, right after I read Elizabeth Barrett Browning short poetry, that I would not freeze. But while it was I did freeze while I was doing it. So I apologize, and I got to figure this out. What is going on? I want to blame StreamYard, but I sure don't know what StreamYard. So I do have OBS on here, so I'm going to check that out too on OBS. If it is my computer. And can anybody let me know? Like, okay, my webcam embedded in my laptop will not open anymore. Will that stop any other webcams from working? And for a while, because it was working for a few minutes, then it just froze. But it's working because it is green. My web camera is green. So I'll find out if it's doing StreamYard or what. Okay. Okay. And I don't think we're going to have that potpourri today because I'm having a hard because you can't see me on here, and I don't know if y'all can still hear me. So. Okay. And okay, we'll just skip the potpourri today because I don't think anybody's on here anyway. It don't look like it right now. And okay. I do have one. Oh no, my camera dropped. Oh, it's still working, my webcam. Oh, good thing I had the tray pulled out. If I didn't have it pulled out, it would hit the floor. I'd be really in trouble. The lights still work good. Okay. And it's still green, so it's either my laptop or StreamYard. I don't know which. Okay. And and if you want to be featured in be a featured poet in the future of William S. Peters Sr., aka Bill, you're the poet. A monthly book of poetry. He is now accepting submissions for 2025. First submitted, first featured. Submit to yearofthepoet@gmail.com. YEAROFTHEPOET at gmail.com. He wants 3 poems, picture of the poet, and bio of 100 words or less. This enterprise is wholly underwritten by Inner South Press International, building bridges of cultural understanding. InnerSouthPress.com. Okay, and that's only announcements I have now. And we already had the drawing for July today. The next drawing will be next Saturday. And I'm going to try to do that right after. I'm going to do it from now on. I'll be reading Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and then we'll have the raffle drawing. Then I'll read William Shakespeare. I'm going to have like that next week too. Okay. Well, I'm going to be closing it out because you can't see me, and I don't know if anybody can hear me because nobody's saying anything. So I imagine you can still hear me. I hope so. And I'm going to close it out. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank everybody for being here. And I hope you all have a awesome, great week. Have a great day today. Have a great day this evening, this weekend, and rest of the week. And thank you all for being here. And remember, you're never too old or too young to live your dreams. And have a great week. Thank you all. And I'll see you all next Saturday. I love you all. And God bless you all. And God loves you too. Thank you all. Have a good night. And you've been listening to the Poetry Club, Noreen Snyder. Thank you.